Things are about to get a bit messy. What's going on, guys? As you can tell, I'm not having too great of a day today. My bike is full of water and we gotta get this fixed. So if you saw our recent video, my tips for riding in the rain, it's typhoon season here in Japan right now, so we've been having rain and rain and rain, and this weekend again is rain every day. So rain all day yesterday, Saturday, today's Sunday, and the typhoon's coming to our region in Nagoya today. This typhoon's actually hitting the entire country of Japan. It's going straight from down in the bottom Kyushu up to Hokkaido. But luckily there was a little break from the weather this morning and I went for a ride and I was trying to do some intervals. So I've mentioned on the channel here I'm going to get into racing again. I'm going to enter some cyclocross races and I've been measuring my performance. I've been doing my usual hill climbs and I've been tracking my time. And just today I felt really sluggish. Like a climb that normally takes me less than 1 minute, it took me 1 minute and 10 seconds and I was just like, something's wrong, like I don't feel well, or I just don't feel like I have any power. When I came home and I brought my bike in here and I carried it, I heard some water sounds. I'm like, what's that? And I'm really oblivious to a lot of things. So there's this great word in Japanese, donkan, which means like oblivious or clueless or doesn't understand anything. And yeah, when I ride my bikes I don't always notice that there's something wrong with them, but apparently there's some water in my frame, so thought I'd make a video about this. This is, bike maintenance isn't really my thing, but I'm curious how much water is in here, and I'm curious once I get this water out of here if my performance will improve. So anyway, let's get the bike in the rack here and let's get the water out of this bike. So I bought this bike rack, about a year ago, and you can probably tell from the channel I don't use it too often, but today is one of those days where I'm really glad I bought this. We don't have much room in the bike room here, but with my bike rack I do have this nice little mat so our floor doesn't get dirty while doing these repairs. I'll probably save the actual dumping for outside of the apartment, but first things first, let's get some weight off of the bike so it's easier to flip. We're just going to take the wheels off. Quick release. Almost forgot an important part. We need to measure the weight of the bike before and after. We don't have a fancy scale like you see on most channels. This is a cheap normal scale. Anyway, it should be fine. We're gonna weigh myself first and we'll compare the difference between. So let's see. So right now I'm about 74 kilograms. Pretty light for me. Here's the test with the bike. This is the full frame, the handlebars, the group set, and also the saddlebag here. Not a really normal test, but the main thing here is we just want to see how much water is in here. Here we go. So we're really close to about 80 kilograms here, so 74 to 80. That's a 6 kilogram difference. So right now this bike as is, without wheels, is 6 kilograms. So let's see how much that drops once we get out of here. A big thing you want to do here, we're going to take the seat post off and try and get the water out of here. But first we want to make sure that the seat post position doesn't change. So to do that, we've got some very fancy electric tape. So electric tape has a lot of uses, and I'm a big fan of different colored electric tape. So let's try and get this as close in here as possible so that I don't lose my saddle height. Cut that there. There we go. This way when we put my saddle back on, we'll know exactly where I need to be. And now, for the moment of truth, our water will hopefully be coming out of this bike. So this puddle right here is all the water that just came out of the bike. We're going to leave it hanging upside down for a little bit, let it dry out. While we're waiting, as you can see, my bike is really messy, so we're going to use some of this muck off, this pink fluid, and one of my old work shirts to wash this off. things started to get a little bit serious. I think we got most of the water out of the frame, but I noticed my handlebars were a little bit hard to turn, so I'm checking out the headset right now. Taking this off for the first time after a rough cyclocross season. We've got some grease, and I've got my work gloves. Things are about to get a bit messy. So I've already taken off the fork, as you can see here, and take a look at that. Nice, beautiful mess inside here in the frame. Maybe some of you, this is your first time seeing this. So we're gonna clean out some of that junk, add some grease to the headset, wipe this all off. Let's see if that improves the performance. I haven't done this in years, so I'm hoping I can still do this. I hope I still have some mechanic skills. Anyway, first things first, let's wipe this off. Oh yeah. Already looking a lot better. I think this will be the last time I use this rag. One good thing about rainy days, you get stuff done that you normally don't really want to do if it's a nice sunny day. So thank you, rain. Now I can get my bike in nice working order again. So that actually came out pretty nice. Look at that. Nice and beautiful. Time to clean out some of the other parts. Oh. Beautiful headset. Yeah, we're definitely not using this rag again. A bit rough with the spinning, but yeah, that's pretty bad. We're gonna try and rough it out with some grease right now, but might have to replace this pretty soon. After a bit of work, I've gotten this about as good as I can get it. Put some nice fresh grease on there. We're gonna pop this back in the frame. Boom, boom. There we go, nice, perfect fit. You always want to remember what order you take these out, because if you forget, it can be pretty nerve-wracking. You're not sure which one goes where. And let's slam the stem back on here. Beautiful. Alright, I think we can get these gloves off for now. We're not doing any dirty work anymore. Let's screw this back on and let's get this back on the scale. Let's see if we were able to drop any weight. Alright, we're back in the bike room. The final test after all of my hard work. Does it pay off? Let's see if we drop anything. Last time I think we were at about 80 kilograms. You can see right now we're closer to 79, so we dropped about almost a kilogram, a little less than a kilogram, maybe 0.8. It's hard to tell with this inaccurate scale, but at least a pound of water in here, which hopefully that'll be my excuse for riding so slow today. Anyway, today's mission, big success. As you can tell from watching today's video, I'm not the best mechanic, and there's a reason why my bikes tend to break and I just wear them into the ground. Anyway, today was a successful day. We got my cross bike back in working order. We dropped a bit of weight from there, so now I have less excuses if I perform poorly on my interval training. That's gonna be it for today's video. I'm thinking to start making some videos about my training and some workouts that I'm doing, so some of you guys have asked for that. So those videos will be on the way soon. I'm still working out what my training schedule is, what we're doing going into the cyclocross season, but the first cyclocross race is about 1 month away. Yeah, rainy day. The one good thing about rainy days is you just have time to work on things that you normally wouldn't do, so that's what I'm doing today. I've got a big programming project I'm working on right now, so not so much time to work on videos, but I'm trying to get as many up as possible. As always, thanks for watching, especially a big thank you to all of our supporters over on Patreon. Your guys' support goes a long way to help make this channel possible, and if you're interested in helping support this channel and getting extra early access to our videos without advertisements, go check out our Patreon link down below. Anyway, see you in the next one.